What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. For those of you who are new, my name is Selena, also known as Nurse Key, and on my channel we talk about quite a few things, but we mainly focus on skincare and nursing. In today's video, as mentioned in the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this ultimate facial, or ultimately how to dermaplane. This facial is absolutely a holy grail. Dermaplaning has so many benefits, and you will definitely see an instant change in your skin. You're gonna see your skin look a lot brighter and a lot smoother immediately after the treatment. So if this sounds like something you are interested in, go ahead and smash on that like button before we get into the video, just to show the channel a little bit of love, and let's get right into the video. So for those of you who don't know what dermaplaning is, this is basically just a process of using a nice, sharp, and clean razor blade to remove that peach fuzz hair that you see on the surface of our skin. This accumulation of peach fuzz on the surface of your skin can make your skin complexion look a lot duller, and that is where dermaplaning comes in. Dermaplaning is also a great exfoliant, and it's really good for going in and removing that accumulation of dead skin on the surface of our skin. As you know, our skin is constantly generating new skin, and sometimes dead skin cells can just sit on the surface of our skin and rob our skin from that brightness and that softness that it could potentially have. So going in with a nice sharp razor will once again remove that peach fuzz, and it will gently remove those dead skin cells that are sitting on the surface of your skin, and that is why the results from dermaplaning are almost instant. So what you're gonna need to dermaplane is a nice, clean, brand new razor, never used. You don't wanna go in with anything dirty on your face because you don't wanna irritate your skin and cause a breakout or some type of flare-up or adverse effect. I'm just using a razor by Revlon that I got from Shoppers Drug Mart. If you live in Canada, you could probably find something similar at any pharmacy. And the most important thing is that when you're doing this treatment, you want to make sure you're doing it on clean skin. So the first step is going to be to go ahead and cleanse. And I'm going to be using my CeraVe Foaming Cleanser. You guys know that this is pretty much the only or the main cleanser that I use. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to wash my face 2 times with that. I'm also going to be using some steam, not necessarily to open pores because I did just learn that that is a myth, but just to soften the hairs and to soften the skin and make it a lot easier for the blade to remove that hair. Now the blade shouldn't really have much difficulty taking the hair off. If it's a new one, it should be sharp enough, but this is just an extra step. This is optional. You don't have to do this, but that is what I'm going to do. So I just went ahead and boiled some water, and I'm gonna pour it into a bowl, and over that bowl with the steaming water, I'm just gonna go ahead and wash my face. Now, if you have eczema or if you have rosacea, please stay away from the steaming because it can draw out moisture from your skin and make your skin a lot drier or a lot more irritated than it already is. But if you have normal skin and you don't really have much problems with your skin or any problems related to dryness or anything like that, then you could go ahead and include this step if you like. The next step that you can do that is also optional, but I definitely recommend, is to go ahead and use a toner that is alcohol based. That's just going to remove any bacteria that may be lingering on the surface of your skin that cleanser wasn't able to get. I personally didn't do this step because my toner has no alcohol in it. I find alcohol can be very drying to my skin and it just does not mix well with my skin, so I skipped that step. But if your skin is not overly sensitive and if you have a toner that has alcohol in it, you could go ahead and tone your face just to get rid of that bacteria before starting the treatment. Now let's get into the actual treatment. Now for the dermaplaning, I'm going to be using this 3 Ships Rose Hip Oil Serum. There are different oils that you can use. Some people like to use aloe vera gel. Some people like to use grapeseed oil. There are a bunch of different oils that you can use, and there are tons of videos out there on that, so I'm not going to go into the details of that, but I'm going to be using rose hip oil for my dermaplaning treatment, and the one that I'm using is by 3 Ships. Now, one thing that I really want you guys to keep in mind is to make sure that you are holding your razor blade at a 45-degree angle, and then you want to go ahead and gently slide against your face. Another thing is you want to make sure that you're not applying pressure. You do not need to apply pressure. The razor blade should be more than sharp enough to remove that peach fuzz. So you guys can see that hair, that peach fuzz is coming off, and you guys can already see the difference between the skin that is now peach fuzz free and the skin that has peach fuzz on it. It is literally instant. Your skin is brighter immediately, and that is what I was talking about in the beginning of the video. this is what my skin is looking like after dermaplaning. This was my skin before, this is my skin now, and you guys can see the difference for yourselves. Now let's talk about dermaplaning aftercare. Moisture is so important after this treatment. Some people just like to wipe off the excess oil and then go ahead and go straight into their skincare. Personally, I go back to the sink and I wash that oil off of my face before going in with the other products, because when there's oil on your skin, it can kind of block the other products from doing what it has to do. I like to do oils and serums as the last step in my skincare routine. Some of you guys may disagree, but that's personally just how I do it. So I go ahead and I wash my face again after the treatment, and then I go in with my hyaluronic acid, which is really good for helping your skin maintain its natural moisture barrier. Then I go in with a really nice hydrating moisturizer, and all the details, all the products that I use will be linked down below. But once again, if you want a more detailed video on my skincare routine, definitely go check the video that I linked before, and you can also find it in my description section. And lastly, I go in with a serum to seal that all in, and that is just what gives your skin that nice extra kick, that nice extra glow at the end of your skincare routine. And this is what my skin is looking like at the very end of the entire treatment. Now, this last step that I'm adding in here is completely optional, but is definitely something that I highly recommend, and that is light therapy. Now, depending on what type of light, blue light, yellow, or red light, depending on the type of light you use, each light has its own benefits. Red light in this case will be really good for preventing any inflammation. But if you have acne-prone skin, blue light would also be really good for going deep into that skin and killing that acne-causing bacteria. Now, the one that I'm using is by Cure. I've made a full video talking about this LED light by Cure, and I will link it up above. There is blue light and there is red light, so this is really good, so you can alternate between the two lights depending on what your needs are. Now, this one is a little bit pricier. I think this one is a little bit over $300, but I will leave my discount code for it down below. And if you guys want a cheaper alternative, there's this one by Melody Susie. This one also has blue light and red light. And what I love about this one is that you can also thermoregulate it. So you can make it hot to soften that skin and prep your skin for receiving any products, or you can turn it cold to seal that all in after your skincare routine. Make sure that you guys check out the videos that I talked to you guys about. I'll leave my skincare playlist as well as my other dermaplaning videos and my videos about this LED light. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments, as well as smash on that like button. It helps the channel so much. It's free and it literally takes a second, so go ahead and do that for me. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see and you would like to see more skincare content from me in the future, go ahead and smash on that subscribe button and turn on your notification bells. That way you'll be the first one notified whenever I post future content, and I post content every single weekend at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you guys so much for watching and for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much, and I really hope to see you all in my next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.